Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Bub. We are going to be doing, in celebration of the new 3.6 League synthesis in Path of Exile, we are going to be doing a an Arc Elementalist Witch playthrough. We are gonna go ahead and get started here early. I've actually used this build in the past. For those who know what Arc is, well, for those who don't know what Arc is, so you're in for a treat. We're not going to be able to get Arc right away. It'll take a minute. We're going to go ahead and start here with just killing some drowned. We're going to want to move up this path. And we're going to come up here. There should be a chest up here soon. There's the large chest. Arcane Surge support. We're going to pick that up, but we're not going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and switch around my mana flask. And we're going to come up here. And actually, we are going to use Arcane Surge. We're just going to want to keep this level 1. And for those who don't know why, you'll find out at some point. We're just going to walk past all these drown, come up here, and there will be a guy by the name of Hillock. Now, Hillock was actually also in a very similar situation that we were in. For those who don't know, he actually has his own story. And for those who played last league, you know Hillock was a big part. Was a kind of a joke around last league. I don't think there's anything here I want. I guess I'll take the wool gloves and wear it for now. Can't really wear the leather cap. I'll leave everything else behind. Nothing is really that important. We're going to go in Lionized Watch, and we're going to go ahead and, well, we're going to talk to a bunch of people in here. The first town in the first act. I'm going to try and get through Act 1 today. This may be divided up into a couple of different episodes. We'll have to wait and see. Ness is going to talk to us about what Lionized Watch is. Bastel's going to give us some quests. I believe Nessa also gave us some quests, but I wasn't paying enough attention to figure it out. Now, I'm not going to lie, I am using a guide. I'll go ahead and provide the link to this class in the description, because this class is insane. I love this class. We're going to go ahead and get Freezing Pulse here. Freezing Pulse. We're going to throw away Fireball.
Farewell.
And I'm going to go ahead and go over to my stash. We are running a solo self-found, which for some reason I have stuff that confuses me. Considering the fact that solo self-found. Interesting. Okay, well I guess I have some stuff. That's no worries. I'm going to go ahead and get the stuff set up the way that it needs to be set up. Switch to all here. So this is divination cards. You are essences. You are fragments. You are maps. And you are uniques. Alright. You, I can pretty much just say you have no name. This will be the tab that I throw a bunch of stuff into that might be useful later. Move my maps over. Just want to make sure I have everything right here. Gems. We'll put that in here. Currency. I guess we have a little bit of currency, but that's not that big of a deal. But we now have Freezing Pulse, which will be kind of the starter. The starter ability for this build. We do have a skill point available. And right away, we are going to go for spell damage. We're going to apply it. Let's head out into the coast. Now that we're out into the coast,
I know that stench.
some may be wondering
Just
if
like
I will
my
be doing the
sisters
synthesis stuff
upon the
right
carpet.
away. I don't plan on it. We'll get into who Cavis is and what he does later on, but now is not the time. Once we kind of get our bearings, we'll maybe take a look into it. For now, I'm just going to go around and kill a bunch of stuff with Freezing Pulse. If I can find some stuff, there we go. Freezing Pulse, if you're running a cold build, pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I do enjoy Freezing Pulse. Arcane Surge, for those who don't know, I'll just go ahead and put it up here right now. If I wouldn't be so rudely interrupted. There you go. I'm not going to read it off. It's a bunch of stuff. It's right there. You can pause the video and take a look yourself if you are interested in what that has to say. For now, we're just going to go ahead and run around. And I didn't actually expect to run into this guy right away. Fire Fury. Each area has I'm going to call it an area boss. Fire Fury is the area of the very first, is the boss of the very first area we can go to. The coast. Cast Firestorm. That's about it. Level Freezing Pulse. We're not going to level up Arcane Surge. We want to keep that level 1. So our goal right now is to make it down to the title island and get the medicine chest for Nessa. I'm taking a little bit of damage. It's okay. This build is kind of soft. I would say it's not necessarily like not a glass cannon, but it's not a tank either. I'm going to pick up this Scroll of Wisdom because currency is important. I'm going to treat this this playthrough. Wow, I sound very condescending when I say that. I guess global physical damage. I don't do physical damage, I don't think. I think it's spell damage, but whatever. We found the waypoint. I'm not gonna walk through this playthrough as it's a walkthrough, a guide for those new players. For those who know they're gonna do it, that's what this playthrough is for. Know what they're doing. I don't know what I just said. Basically, I'm not gonna hold your hand through this whole playthrough. I'm gonna treat this as if you guys know what Path of Exile is and as if you have played it in the past. Just surely for enjoyment. No life lessons involved here. So we're over at Tidal Island. We're looking around for the guy that's right over here. I actually can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's not in this pack, that's for sure. That level up just saved my life. Thanks for the help. Hailrake, yeah, Hailrake. Oops. Kinda forgot your name there, buddy. He's got the thing we're looking for, the medicine chest. And he kinda hurts, if you can't tell. Thing with Freezing Pulse, early on especially, is that, well, you're kinda seeing the early downfall of it. But, down goes Hailrake. In case you didn't know, by the little flash up at the top of the screen, he does Glacial Cascade, which was that ice attack, I believe, that he was doing there just a second ago. I'll pick up the small life flask, and I won't use it. And I'll pick up the scrolls. Coral Amulet, I guess that'll be nice for now, but everything else is kind of, We'll go for more spell damage, which will increase Freezing Pulse from 23.7 DPS to 25.3. We could walk all the way back, but I'm pretty sure Hailrake drops a portal scroll all the time. I want to check this out real quick. I guess we'll replace that because it's a magic item versus a regular one. I'm pretty sure he drops a portal scroll 100% of the time, and it's meant to use to go back to Platinized Watch. Now, thank God I didn't go back through that portal, because then I really would have had to walk all the way through. We're going to pick up a Quicksilver Flask. And I don't think any of these are actually useful to this class. It is not. So we're just going to leave the stuff behind Talk to Vestel here. Talk to Tarkleg.
Stay sharp.
And next up on the list would be to go forward, which is not actually listed right now on the quest off on the right side here. That is the thing about Path of Exile, is you can do quests that aren't listed and they will pop up as you do them. We're going to use a waypoint and teleport back to the coast, and we're going to come over here to the mudflats. I do believe this class is a 2 life flask, 1 mana flask, 2 quicksilver flask build. If I do remember this right, that's how this class is run. I'm gonna come up to this row nest, pick up the glyph, and now the quest shows up. Cavis is over there. We'll worry about him later. Maybe not in this area. I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of these rows that charge, and that's about all they do. Get another glyph, get some mana back, take out some of these dripping dead, because experience, why not? And we'll look around for this third glyph. As you can see, there is a thing up here. If we come up around here, this is the fetid pool. If you go in there, the other quest is a dirty job. If you are new to this game, you can do that quest and get a respec point, is what it's called. And basically what that is when you go to, I know I said I wasn't going to trade as a walkthrough, but yeah, here I am explaining respec points. Basically it's a regret, like a refund, and I'll leave it at that. You put level up points into something that you suddenly don't want anymore, that would be how you would get it back. We have all the ammonite glyphs, we're going to level up, and I just want to make sure we are going down the cast speed side. So it takes 0.65 seconds for freezing pulse now. After it is 0.63. This would be freezing pulse, which I'm cool with leveling up. I guess we can take out these dripping dead and check and see what's in that chest. Nothing. Cool. I am using an item filter. I will also put a link to that in the description. I'm using Neversink's 3.6 semi-strict item filter. Here's the area boss, by the way, of this area. Oozback Bloom. You may notice while you're standing around him, he drains your health, on top of doing the regular damage that he does. He also resists cold, so freezing pulse doesn't do a lot of health, a lot of damage to him, but that's fine. We should have him down. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he really dropped anything super cool for us, but that's fine. We're gonna come up to the strange glyph wall, put those glyphs in there, and we've now opened the submerged passage. So, in the submerged passage, we are going to look for the flooded depths, which sounds a little bit backwards, almost, considering the fact that I said we're not going to be doing much by way of respec points. But there's an area boss down in the flooded depths, which is actually not the way forward. It's another one of those side quest situations. If we went back now and talked to someone, they would actually bring up the fact that, hey, there's this thing down there, can you kill it? And that would be this. Just like a dirty job, it's the exact same thing. Looks like we got a shrine. I'll pick it up for myself. That is one of those things that was around when I wasn't playing this game. I personally started playing Path of Exile in 3.5 in the Betrayal League. Didn't really like Betrayal that much, honestly, but I played a lot of Standard, and I mean a lot of Standard. And I ran this very same build, and I loved every second of it. My very first character was a Shadow that didn't turn out too great, we'll put it that way. Cast speed, so 0.63, apply 0.6. Won't really notice that because, well, 5/100ths of a second isn't much to the human eye. But I started playing in 3.5 in the Betrayal League. Didn't really play Betrayal, played a lot of Standard, so I have a couple characters in the Standard League that I mean, they're okay. They're nothing amazing. I've never personally built my own class. I want to at some point in the future, and wow, I'm actually noticing that's... I guess that would be Arcane Surge, wouldn't it? I'm just being silly. But yeah, little history on me. I'm not necessarily a veteran myself either, but I wouldn't necessarily say I am new, but I know my way around the block a little bit. Don't need the help tab, so I'll just put that away. And we're in the flooded depths looking around for a certain something. Nothing amazing there. Nothing amazing there. Floating eyes can do something else with their time. Floating eyes, drifting eyes. We got these rock spitters. Pick up the scroll of wisdom that I apparently missed when I clicked. Lovely. Can't hit those guys over there, unfortunately. Wish I could. Can't walk through that because I'm smart. And ambush. In fact, they're all on the line. Doesn't spell very good for him when I have an attack that goes through enemies and doesn't stop when it hits enemies. For those who are wondering, I don't know how long this project will be, if you want to call it project. I don't know. I don't really have necessarily an upload schedule right now. I'm doing this right now. I have the capability to upload this because spring break in college and all that fun happy stuff. But once that ends, I don't really know. I will make time to do it. It's just I won't have nearly as much time, so I can't really promise a schedule, which I hope is understandable for anybody who's been in college while trying to manage a part-time job. You probably understand, and I hope you do. 4% increased cast speed, 0.6 to 0.58. Already noticing diminishing returns on that a little bit. That's because we're at such a low cast speed. But yeah, for those who were wondering, that is kind of the plan for the time being, is that there is no plan. It's just going to be whenever I get time to record and edit, that is when this will be uploaded. I do want to try and upload noon Eastern time. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it very well. By the way, totally ignoring the fact that this is the area boss, the Dweller of the Deep. This is the dude that we get another respect point for killing. He didn't drop anything specific for us, but that's fine. That was literally all we came here for. A little bit of extra experience. I see a chest. I'm going to open it. You can get uniques in there. And now we're going to move on. I guess on the way back, things still want to fight. They're not going to last very long. Especially these siren spawns. So now we head back up. You can press tab for those new players to view the map. Once again, stating it's not going to be tutorial driven, and here I am tutorializing everything, because apparently I'm not very good at keeping my word. We're going to head back up, and we're going to go back through the submerged passage, and we're going to try to move forward. For those who are curious, yes, we will be getting Arc here in the first episode. It's not one of those skills that we get right away because, well, it's Arc. Arcanist Dominion, 20% increased spell damage, 5% increased cast speed, plus 22 intelligence. So, 35.4 DPS, 0.58 cast time. Now, 43.5 DPS, 0.56 cast time. That is our first notable upgrade. The next one we will be targeting, if I'm looking at Path of Building correctly, is Heart and Soul. Heart and Soul is right here. Life and mana, pretty much is all it is. It's kind of nice. We are going to keep moving. For those who are curious, this is the boss of the Submerged Passage. Those enemies in blue, those are champion enemies, I believe is what they're called. I call them magic enemies because most magic items are blue, and these enemies are blue. Totally just disregarded the fact that the Brood Princess is the boss of the Submerged Passage. There are blue enemies, there are purple enemies, they're basically just a little bit stronger. As you can see, that cave crustacean had a prefix of massive, I believe is what that was, and that just meant that, or no, it wasn't massive, it
I need
was,
more mana.
yeah, the prefix was massive. That just means he has extra life, and he did, but we took him out pretty quickly anyways. We're going up, and up, and eventually we're going to find our way out of here. Freezing Pulse, we'll go and level up again. More, special enemies, if you will. Savage prefix, they did a little bit more damage, I believe, but they didn't really make it to do the damage, now did they? Coral Amulet, life regen per second, I guess I'll pick it up. I don't know if I'll use it or not. Iron Greaves, nothing amazing. Tribal Club, not amazing. We're just gonna keep moving forward. And yes, I am intentionally stopping to kill enemies. It's not one of those, okay, I'm running into them kind of things. Experience is experience, loot is loot. And it's important. Chromatic Orb, that's a nice thing to grab. Medium Life Flask, we can probably replace. Wow, okay, I couldn't figure out where it went. Let me go and swap around some stuff. I know that Life Flask doesn't, like, we just lost a couple flash charges. For the amount of things we'll be killing, I'm not super stressed about the fact that I just lost a couple flash charges on a small life flask. I'm not going to wait to go to town. Move up and over. And we have an essence. Maybe I will begin to regret. I don't think it'll be that difficult, honestly. We haven't really been in a tough situation health-wise. Actually, our flasks are almost full. Essence of Greed. I don't actually remember which one the Whispering Essence of Greed is, so let's go ahead and find out. Step back. And these are,
Life is too precious to waste.
I'll call them special enemies. I don't want to call them unique enemies, because unique enemies are actually a thing, I believe, as well. Just stronger enemies. That's about all I have. Let's get out of the Submerged Passage and into the ledge. And I think I actually lied to you guys about the, I don't have any portal scrolls. We'll move forward until we find a waypoint, which I believe is down here somewhere. Cool, level up. We'll go ahead and get mana and life. You see those numbers, they change right there. I think there actually is a purpose behind why I went and did the Dweller of the Deep, and I just was not intelligent enough to figure out why. Unless it came from a different quest. I can't remember off the top of my head. It is currently 2:16 a.m. at the time of recording, so I apologize if the brain isn't functioning in tip-top shape. That chain belt is much better off than the sash that we're currently using. Open up some chests. I'm kind of hoping for a portal scroll as well, so we don't have to walk all the way back. Again, it's probably going to be one of those things where someone's going to point it out, and I'm going to feel stupid the next day when I look back at this video. Be like, oh, it was right there the whole time, or something stupid like a portal scroll right here or something. I just don't see it. I was going to laugh that was one right there, actually, because that would have been perfect timing. Totems! We'll get into those later. Actually, we'll get into them now while we have time. Totems, they cause the elements, or buffs, for the opposing side. The enemy. Monsters. They provide buffs to them, weaknesses to us. We have a waypoint. we're gonna go back to Lioness Watch and pick up an item that I kind of want to get. I'm gonna see if I can't find a wand that has 3-link blue. If I do, I will definitely take it because it's kind of important for right now. We're actually gonna find out like right now if it ever loads. This is one thing I've noticed. I don't know if this is a me thing or if this is a lot of people getting this through the patch, is the loading times are a little bad. I'm just hoping that my game didn't crash. There we go. I believe it is Tarkley we want to talk to.
Now that you've drained.
Orb of Storms. That is the thing we're going to pick up. Passive skill point, not a respec point. Yep.
I've traveled inland.
That's why we went and did the Dweller of the Deep. Man, I'm smart. Heart and Soul. We got it. Life and Mana. Gotta like it. Gotta love it. Nessa, you have a 3-link blue. Wow. My item filter is bugged. Give me 1 second while I go ahead and reload that because that is buggy. There we go. No 3-link blue on here, which is unfortunate. Okay.
Be well.
Welcome.
Do you have a 3-link blue that I can currently use? I see 3-link blue wool gloves right here, so we'll use these for now. I don't think they're much different. No, they're the exact same. They just have a link. We'll move all our gems down here. There's Orb of Storms. For those who don't know, there you go. That's the description of Orb of Storms. It's a nice support. It's kind of like a totem, but it's not a totem. I love it. I really like Orb of Storms. It's actually something that becomes pretty powerful later on in the game. I'm going to go back to the ledge. And we're going to move forward. And I guess I can show off Orb of Storms when we run into like a more powerful monster than the regular one because, well, the regular ones go down pretty quickly if you can't tell. They're kind of one-shots right now. Orb of Chance. There's a portal scroll. You know, after I don't need one, that's when it pops up. We'll go ahead and grab the stuff around us. Weathered Carving, for those who are interested in lore, this game is free to play. You can come and get this game. These guys are stronger, I believe. Yeah, they regen life. Let's go ahead and take out this totem. I guess I'll show off Orb of Storms. It basically just zaps things within a certain radius. It's our first little bit of lightning damage. It's nice. It was very underappreciated by me when I first started this. I believe we can actually put multiple of these. No, one right now. There is a point later on where we can put up like 3 of them. Nothing in that chest that's super cool. I have a feeling I was saying something and I completely lost my train of thought. I'll look back on it in editing and I will feel stupid because that happens. Got a bunch of goatmen and the area boss. Well, you don't see it? Kaduku, the Volscott. It's the totem, actually. As you can see, he has a close range lightning attack. I'm going to leave my Orb of Storm over there to do some damage. And he's pretty easy to take out from a distance. We will pick up those wool shoes and use them because, well, energy shield is energy shield. It's really nice for someone who is nothing but intelligence, which correlates to the energy shield, I believe. We'll keep walking through the ledge, and we're about to reach the end of the ledge and go into the climb. The climb is basically just an extension of the edge. I don't think there's anything super amazing, super different, other than the fact that the enemies are a little stronger. There's a chest up here. There's a bunch of stuff down there. There's a bunch of stuff up here as well. That item is a chromatic item. I guess we can pick it up and sell it so that we can get a chromatic orb back. Those guys hurt. I don't remember their name. Deathwheel or something like that, I think. Cavis is over here, weathered carving. Fun, happy stuff all over the place. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know all these areas off the top of my head. This being one of those areas that I don't know very well. I by no means to the point where I have this game's maps memorized inside and out and like the back of my hand. I just kind of go until I find what I'm looking for. Yeah, Dread Wheels. I was very close. Death Wheel, Dread Wheel, same thing. Orb of Augment, Power Ring I guess would be nice, because that's max mana. Don't know how a ring gives you more mana, but hey, I don't think mana's a thing in real life now, is it? Now this guy, Iron Point the Forsaken, I don't ever remember him being anything super notable. And clearly my memory serves me correctly. Because he went down pretty quickly. I don't think there's anything super nice in here. Not really. We'll move on. We'll move on. Take out more goatmen. Now I believe this area actually has 2 area bosses. Yeah, because here's Navali. This... Well, as you can see, there's a lot of goatmen. They themselves go down pretty quickly. The shamans also go down pretty quickly, pretty easily. So let's go and save Navali, yeah? Nope. We got the fawn. Another area boss. I guess, like a mini boss, if you will. He can't be slowed, which means the freezing effect doesn't do much or anything to him. He leaves, as we've seen. He leapt from somewhere. Didn't mean to open up that tab. Wasn't anything special. Navali is the one who does prophecies for you. If we get silver coins, we can get prophecies, get more, basically just more loot, special items, I believe, that you wouldn't normally be able to obtain. Things will happen in areas where normally shouldn't happen, basically. We will go ahead and get up here to the lower prison. And when the lower prison loads, we're actually not going to progress. We're going to go all the way back to town. Seems a little backwards, but trust me, it's important. Take a look at Path to Building. The next easy thing we can get to is Lord of the Dead, which is right here. We're going to go ahead and get minion damage, even though we aren't really doing the minion style build. We will in the future, I believe. We are going to go ahead, get up here, and get this waypoint. And we're going to go back to town. And when we get here, we have a reward from Nessa, I believe. Added lightning damage. Now we are going to be linking added lightning damage to Freezing Pulse and Arcane Surge, which means Orb of Storms can go here. Arcane Surge, Freezing Pulse, added lightning damage. So now, even though Freezing Pulse is a cold spell, it now does lightning damage as well, and that's kind of the specialty of this class, is it does a lot of lightning damage. I actually got ahead of myself. I want to see if we can't find some sapphire rings here.
Yes?
Wow. Literally 2 sapphire rings. Cold resistance like crazy. It's going to be good here upcoming. Pretty much for this act. Sapphire rings will be important. Now we can head back into the prison. There's a Trial of Ascendancy in here. Seasoned veterans of this game will know what a Trial of Ascendancy is. For those who don't know, it's basically a way to make your character more powerful, but it isn't something we can obtain until a little bit later in the game. That was a Necromancer, our first instance of that. If you didn't do the Fetid Pool, they do exactly what they sound like they do. They will revive from the dead. Chest in here and a lot of enemies, including a Necromancer, so we're going to want to target him first and take everything else out around. That chest doesn't have anything in it. That chest doesn't have anything in it. We got a special enemy, Slender Stink the Ghastly, Group Frenzy on Death. Let's just do this. He shouldn't hurt, and he didn't, but everybody else now has Frenzy Charges, but they're also dead as well. We'll get into explaining Frenzy Charges a little bit later. It basically makes you faster. Someone's going to correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that is, to my knowledge, what a Frenzy Charge is. Someone is still alive in here. They won't be alive for very long. So yeah, basically I'm going to go around and, I guess, level up. You can see the Necromancer in action there. He actually dropped a Burning Arrow gem, which isn't useful to us. But we can pick it up. And I'm going to go ahead and get this passive skill point. I believe, is this a minion? I have no idea. I really don't know why I'm getting that, but hey, I don't remember that in the last time I played this class. That must have been a change. There's a reason behind it, and I just haven't read up enough. Where are you? There you are. Added lightning damage. I will definitely take that. And here is the Trial of Ascendancy. Let's go ahead and do it. The introduction of spikes. Turn this lever. Wait for those spikes to go through. I usually like to take it slower because, well, I don't like risking my health. Simply put. The closer you get to the front, I believe, at least it always feels like it's faster the closer it is to the front. I might have been able to just rush that through, but let's just go. And I didn't get spiked. Awesome. Usually there's a bunch of enemies in this area. These spikes reverse in on themselves. They're the enemies. They're going to be a pain on the way through here. Alright, we're through, and now we can take out our anger on them. Hollow Tooth, another one of those special enemies. Sometimes they drop cool stuff, sometimes they don't. I've got unique items from stuff like that. Click the Trial of Ascendancy plaque, pops up a portal so you don't have to walk all the way through, and that is one of the 6 Trials of Ascendancy to get our first Ascendancy. And now basically we go ahead and explore, right? I say that as we find the exit right there. The upper prison. Go and open this door. That is our first example of getting cursed by a Diabolist. Why am I not hitting him? They provide random ailments. I don't really know how to describe curses other than exactly what they sound like. They will impede on your effectiveness to kill. I don't really know how to explain it. It's a curse. There's a strong box up there. First time we've seen one of these. You can upgrade these, but I say we just do this on our first strong box and try and kill everything around us. Unfortunately, 2 Necromancer spawns, we might be in a little bit of trouble. But it looks like we're going to be fine because these guys don't do a lot of damage. Didn't really drop anything super cool. We'll just keep going around killing things. We just got cursed again. I don't have enough mana to actually attack this guy. Here we go. Hey, an Orb of Chance. That's kind of a nice little bit of currency to have here early game. Another Diabolist, Necromancer. The same thing. You'll notice that a lot of enemy types are just kind of retextured, recycled. well. I don't really know what to say. It's still a good game, I promise. Just because they recycle enemies doesn't mean it's a bad game. I played this game a lot. Doom Scrabbler. He's dead. And he dropped a nice pair of slippers that have one gem socket on it. It isn't going to be too amazing for us. It's unidentified, I guess, but I'd much rather have 3 link than have that. But we'll take a look at it when we go back to town. We'll go down here. Axiom Prison is kind of a maze, I would say, but it's not like super mazy in comparison to some of the areas. Take a look at my path of building real quick, see where we can level up next. I think we are probably gonna want to take a shot for quick recovery. I got a little ahead of myself with the minion damage I just now realized, which I figured I did because it didn't really make a lot of sense to me back then when I got it to get it then. We're gonna go over here to quick recovery, so we'll go and start pathing towards it. I'm not gonna respec that upgrade because we're gonna need it later on anyways though. Unless I get passive respecs just out of the blue. It's not anything too concerning, if I'm being entirely honest. There's a dude right there, and I can't hit him with freezing pulse, guys. Freezing, not freezing, freezing. I don't know. I can't speak English tonight, apparently. That's fine. It's only my job to speak. I'm sorry, Cavis. We're gonna move past you for now. He will continue to beckon you over until you talk to him for the first time, I believe. So you'll continue to talk and talk and talk, basically trying to get you to come over and talk to him, which, not a bad thing. I just don't really feel like doing the synthesis stuff right now. I'll get into explaining that later on and why it's cool. Or maybe not even explain it, we'll just go through it. Because really, I don't even know how to explain it. It's a lot easier to figure out than what Betrayal was. Because Betrayal was about as vague gets. But it's not like super easy. It's basically a way of getting some cool items. The Warden's Quarters. This is the last area. Freezing Pulse. The last area. The last area before we fight a boss.
Ignorance brought you here, sister. To the one place where your
Remember
talents are
Petey.
free to grow and...
Just remember Petey. This will not be the last time seeing Petey. I don't think there's anything super amazing in the Warden's Quarters. I think this is just like an area where you can catch up on some lore, what's actually going on here. Chevron's Journal. We will...
Still the Karui barbarians advance upon us. Lina is dead. His legion slaughtered along with every eternal man, woman and child from Lineye's watch to the foot of our axiom. Should the need arise, we shall retreat through Prisoner's Gate, raising my barricade behind us. Yet our salvation is at hand. Foul times demand heroic deeds, and through my arts our Lord Brutus will arise anew to defend us. May the dry sands quench their thirst with Karui blood when our mighty warden delivers his judgment upon them.
Just keep that in mind. We'll go ahead and we will listen to the Order of Protection
My
as
loyal
well.
Declan, give Our Lady Piety your absolute support and watch her with absolute scrutiny. There is much to learn from the likes of the Inquisitor, the Umbra, and the Soulless One. I would hate for Piety to feel that she need shoulder such perilous wisdom alone. Dominus.
And now, let's see this this Brutus guy. He's not looking too good, and he won't look too good. He does a lot of damage, in case you're wondering. He's a brute. Unfortunately, we don't have an easy way to deal with him, but he's not hard to deal with either. He will start dropping minions, which you can use to farm up some life potions and mana potions in case you get in such a bad spot. But he doesn't have a lot of health, and we do enough health to where we can probably handle him. Oh, he stunned me there for a second. We got lucky.
Had you been my
But that's it.
creation, brute, you'd not have fallen so easily.
I guess we'll pick up the Iron Ring. The Iron Circlet, just because we don't have anything on the head area yet. Other than that, I don't think there's anything amazing. And I guess we can go ahead and listen to the letter of instruction here.
Dear Chevron, you have certainly had your work cut out for you with Lion Eyes Legion. Do not concern yourself with Marseilles' complaints. Our Emperor is fully aware of the General's fickle nature. As to your need to accelerate the implantation process, I can recommend a quite simple alteration. Dip the gem in a boiling solution of 6 parts blood and 1 part thormetic sulfite for no more than 13 seconds. Any longer, and you invite the crystal's wrath. Once the gem is withdrawn from the solution, you have but a few seconds to install the gem in the prepared flesh and close the wound. Should the gem cool too much prior to implantation, it will become inert, and you're patient with it. Trust in that bountiful talent of yours, Chevron. My thoughts are with you. Malachi.
Keep that in mind, for those who don't know. These are all names we will see later on. Chevron, Malachi, Piety, Dominus. We will interact with them later on. For now we have a waypoint. Still in Act 1. And at this point, we're just going to go ahead and move forward. Follow this path. And by the sounds of things, there was a little bit of a war going on between Lion Eyes Watch, the area in which we came from, and Dominus, Brutus, Piety, Chevron, Malachi, etc. They apparently don't like the new Exiles, and they don't want us to get out of, well, Rayclast. Gives you a little bit of an idea of what's going on around here. Got a couple more things left around here to kill.
This is for your own.
And Piety shut the door in our faces. Thematic Seal. Ungalath, the area boss here. Wasn't amazing. I say area boss like there's something amazingly powerful. They're really not. They're just a little bit more powerful. A little bit more powerful than the special enemies. I believe they have a chance to drop some cool stuff as well. But I don't know if that's a proven fact or not. I just know that it's stuff I've seen. Maybe it's my own luck that I've seen these things. Maybe it's something completely different. Don't know what that was supposed to mean. Anyways, we have to find a way around Carrion Swarmers. This is actually the earliest I've ever seen them. I guess I've never gone down this path. I've never actually seen a Carrion Swarmer in this area. It's a little interesting. Or maybe I have and I don't remember it. Who knows? Cavus is up here. Not like it's that important right now, and as you can see, he's beckoning to us again. It's because we haven't spoke to him. There's a strong box up here. So this one's a rare one. I believe there are different types of strong boxes. I don't really know what the, like, okay, these guys decided to leap into their own death. Those Hellions decided to also jump to their own death. Different strong boxes yield different things. I don't really know off the top of my head what the regular strong boxes give you. Please. You guys are just asking for death. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to take them all out. I can't reach them from down here, but they can reach me. Okay, now they're dead. Let's do it. Strong boxes are typically just a swarm of things that are around the area you're in. Enemies you will run into at that same level, same strength. In the strong box, I think the regular one just drops just random items, I believe. Not too sure. Don't quote me on that. poewiki probably has the answer to that. I will also link that down below in case someone is curious. Let's go and open this chest. And we'll continue to move down the path. Chromatic orb's kind of cool. Bearded shaman, another bearded shaman. And we'll just keep walking down. Looks like we got some precise bearded devils this time. Apparently they don't miss. Well, I don't either. So, tough luck. We're gonna go ahead and move over and get some strength here. The skill tree, we're being attacked, but that's fine. That goat's horn, I guess I can pick up. Even do I have anything? Put in the offhand. It'll give us a little bit of extra damage, I think. I'm not sure. Spells are weird. And I don't understand all of the mechanics of this game by heart. Portal scroll. I will definitely take that though. Let's go and take out these Hellions. Try and not spend every second possible in that flaming ground. I didn't listen to my own advice there. Let's move over here, since nothing seemingly is over in that region. Apparently these guys really want to die, because they just keep charging on. Anybody who's ever played anything revolving around training, you probably know what training is. Call of Duty Zombies, bunch of stuff. Training is equally important in this game when it comes to freezing pulse. Couldn't remember the name of it, oddly enough. That was a little weird. I've never had a situation like that before where I could not. I forgot to use Orbital Storms in that fight. Yikes. I'm very forgetful right now. That's all good. I tend to forget about those abilities until later on because honestly, there's not much that we can't do right now with our main ability. The Burning Menace, I guess I'll show it off a little bit more, even though you guys totally know what it does. It makes it a lot easier, but I just don't think to do it most of the time. I don't see anything super crazy in there. There's a skinning knife that's 3-link blue, but we're not really using daggers. Nor are daggers really the witch's thing, so it's not too important. Now it looks like there's an exit over here. The ship graveyard. So, while this loads up, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what we're going to do in said ship graveyard. We're basically doing a couple of different things.
The sirens appear to be
Out of
finding
this, well, this is a rewarding experience, we'll put it that way. For now, we're just going to get the waypoint when we find it. We're also looking for a thing called the Ship Graveyard Cave. And if you're wondering why this place is very hard to see in, well, it's because it's full of ghosts. I don't know why I decided to change my voice like that, why that made any sense, but I don't know, okay? I don't know where I was going with all that. Just go ahead and keep moving forward. There's a weathered carving there. For those who are super interested in the lore, there's Fairgraves over here, which is a guy we haven't seen yet. He's the guy that we're going to do something for here shortly. He has a quest for us, but I already know the quest. His ship is stranded here. There's this thing called the All Flame, which apparently is like eternal life or something like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about those Merc runners. And we're getting the All Flame to help him restore his ship to like prime form. And there's the ship right there. Here's the waypoint. Let's go ahead and get looking for the Ship Graveyard Cave. I can't really tell you off the top of my head where it's going to be. There are two different areas in which we can go here. And, well, one of them is right here. And, wow! Got lucky. Ship Graveyard Cave. There's a little girl who ran off with the Allflame. We're going to retrieve it. Okay. So far, you're probably noticing nothing too amazing. Don't expect anything super different from what we've already seen. Ship Graveyard Cave. Nothing too different from what you've already seen. And the Seething Brine are down. Cursed Mariners. I'm not sure what I was saying with that one. They go down all the same. More Seething Brine. Oh boy. They cast Ice Nova. Oh boy. That's also an ability we can use at some point. I'm probably going to level up my mana. We'll level up my mana potion. Get a new mana potion here soon. Because the one I have right now just doesn't cut it. It's not doing nearly good enough. And that's fine. Not supposed to last you at this point really. Anyways, I've just been too lazy to go back and get some better flasks. There is something over there. We're going to go ahead and use our 13th level up on some intelligence. We'll come over here and get quick recovery here shortly. Within the next few levels. Pick up a scroll of wisdom for our troubles. And we have a shrine. Which one is this? I believe that is elemental resistance? No, this is life. Let's go ahead and get over here and steal it, which we now have it. We have increased life at this right now, I believe. Either that or life regeneration. Can't remember which. I've used my potion, so I can't really confirm nor deny. We have regenerating life and mana. That's what I thought it was. Added lightning damage. We'll go ahead and level that up. Yeah, we're regenerating life pretty quickly. And we reached a dead end, so it looks like the 16 seconds of this is probably going to go to waste. Because the only area we have yet to explore is down here. And once you know it, this is the area in which we have to be. Strangle Charm is here. Kill it all off. There's a slave girl. And it looks like she met a bitter end. Let's pick up the Allflame. Chest, trunk, nothing. Cool, let's leave. Out of the Ship Graveyard Cave. And at this point, we are going to... I'm taking damage. I was reading the guide. We're not going to go back to Fairgraves quite yet with this. I was actually thinking about doing it there for a second. We are... Wow, Jeweler's Orb. We'll take that. There's a dude over here, Sorroweye. A 5-shot. Just kill a bunch of stuff off. We are looking for the Cavern of Wrath, as that is the next area forward from here. I think the next time we go back to town, I am going to go on a bit of a shopping spree. Quote-unquote shopping spree. Let's get up here. You got some Merc Runners while we're at it. Nothing special, and of course, we ran into the same thing. The Ship Graveyard Cave. Yeah, this area is really open. And it's really big. Yeah, I'm still not going to talk to Cavis. It's not on the top of my list right now. We should be coming up here shortly. Oops. Pressed the wrong button. Should be coming up here shortly on where we're actually going forward. Yeah, there it is. Right on cue, it pops up. This is the Cavern of Wrath. We're going to come in here. We're going to get a waypoint. And then we're going to go back to Fairgraves. Alright. And we are in the Cavern of Wrath. I don't know what that English was. Add and kind of both mixed together. We're gonna come up here. We're gonna get the waypoint. We're gonna get out of here. So we're loading that. We are gonna go back and we're gonna take on Mr. Fairgraves. We're gonna take our all flame, or his all flame, back to him, and we'll see what we get in return. Unfortunately, Fairgraves is a mile and a half away, but that is fine. I probably could have been smart and used the waypoint, but it's fine. We're pretty much back already. Alright, Fairgraves. Let's go and return this All Flame to you. And who can forget what Fairgraves does here? I know what he does.
My please understand.
Yep. Ambush. This is the area boss. In case you noticed we didn't have an area boss, Fairgraves is an optional area boss, something you don't see very often. A bismuth
That's how you die properly,
flask.
sailor boy. No half measures, thank you.
I was not expecting him to drop that. We'll pick up a sapphire ring. I'm not sure if that ring... It is better than one of my rings. Better than both of them, actually. I'll pick up the business flask? Bismuth? Bismuth flask. I guess we're going to walk over this waypoint. I was not expecting to get a bismuth flask out of that. I've never seen him drop that before. And now, if you were wondering where Arc was, like how I said we were doing an Arc Elementalist, which is what the build is, you're getting a little sick and tired of seeing Freezing Pulse? Well, it's about to get that much better. We are going to get some very nice items here soon. That is if Lion Eyes Watch loads. Gotta love this patch. I think it is a patch thing. We are going to be getting a couple of new things here. And I actually think my whole setup just froze on me, which is a little bit odd. So, I guess in editing I'll cut this out and I'll be back. Or I won't have to cut it out in editing, and I'll just leave that in because that was literally the second that I'd given up on it, that's when everything went back to normal. Okay, so we're going to be picking up Clarity.
Stay sharp.
Want to see if we get anything else here. We get a passive skill point. Ooh, shiny. One step closer to quick recovery. Nessa. We're gonna get, yeah, Arc. It's here. It's happening now. Arc is going to replace, not Arcane Surge, Freezing Pulse. So Freezing Pulse is done. Out with the old, in with the new. Our staple is here. We're also just going to put Clarity on right now. For those who don't know, Clarity regens mana. It's amazing. We're also going to want to get 2 more gems, which we can actually get from her. Storm Brand being one of them. I just smacked my mic. And Flame Dash, which is also right here. As you can see, Flame Dash I don't think is something I want to link to anything. Storm Brand. I already have Storm Brand, don't I? That's Orb of Storms. Okay. Okay, well I don't remember what Storm Brand is, but we're going to find out. I'll just put it there for now. Freezing Pulse is out. Someone's going to yell at me for just setting that off to the side like that.
Yes?
We are going to go ahead and sell the Chest Blade, the Velvet Slippers, the Iron Circlet, I guess. I might as well I'll identify and wear it for now. I guess not. I'll identify the bismuth. Again, I said bismuth flask again. The coral amulet, 2 life, 2.1 life. Everything else. The power ring, the sapphire ring, and the wool gloves. As well as this unidentified iron ring, which I won't be using. We'll ship that off as well. But not off to Boston.
Goodbye.
Let's go ahead and put stuff into our currency chest because we don't really need to hold on to it. Why there's a power amulet in there, I'll never know. Inventory cleanup time. Bang. I'll hold on to the bismuth flask.
Goodbye.
Put that away. Got us a new scroll of wisdom. Gems, we'll throw these in here. Currency, I missed a couple of these. Totally didn't sell the power amulet even though I wanted to.
Goodbye.
Over to the blank tab, which we will actually wear this for now. Put the bismuth flask, bismuth. I swear I don't have a lisp, I just don't know why I'm having issues speaking English today. Probably because it's like 3 a.m. now. Yeah, it's actually 3 a.m. now. So I've been recording for an hour. And we're to this point. That's how much this game sucks your life away. Let's go ahead and act like I didn't say that, and we're going to move forward. Let's see. Do you have anything that could actually be useful to me? Specifically looking for like 3 link items more than anything else. That would be kind of cool. I just pick it up now because it's better than nothing. Not seeing anything else super amazing.
Stay sharp.
We'll check Nessa here.
Hello.
And she's got large mana flasks. Yeah, we've been using small up to the point where large and greater actually is a thing now as well. So we'll go and pick up a greater one. As well as a magic greater life flask. And I don't think any of these are any different, so I'll pick up another greater life flask. There's a 3-link wand, but it's not a 3-link blue. Let's see, 16, 19. I think we're good. 30% cold resistance is a lot better than what we have right now. So we'll pick that up and we'll swap that out already. Alright, I think we're good. Check these amulets. Nothing amazing. 2.5 life regen per second. I guess I'll pick that up. Because it's better than nothing. And we will sell everything else off. So we finally got our equipment caught up with the rest of the world. After way too freaking long of waiting. 8 wisdom scrolls, 5 portal scrolls. We're doing okay. Not amazing, but okay. It's what happens when you go on a shopping spree. Talk with Navali just so that we can get that quest out of the way. And now we can show off nothing because we need to do some crafting. So we're going to take a wand / scepter, if I can find one. I don't think I saw a 3-link blue wand / scepter. I saw a 3-link wand in here. I don't have an orb of transmutation to get it, unfortunately. Would have been nice to have, but I think I spent my orb of transmute on the special flask. So I'm not very smart is what I'm saying here. Let's see if there's a scepter that we can use for the time being that we'll do. Nope. Okay, well, we'll just ignore it for now then. Let's go ahead and relink our gems. So we're going to combine Arc, Arcane Surge, and added lightning damage. I'm going to take all my gems off so that we know what we have here. So that we know what we have. Arc, Arcane Surge, added lightning damage. And then we're going to place Orb of Storms with Stormbrand. So Orb of Storms is gone, Stormbrand is now in. And we will go ahead, put that there. Flame Dash, I guess we can put with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and actually get out on the coast so I can switch some stuff around, because right now I can't do much. Okay. Yikes. Stormbrand, we're actually going to put here. Flame Dash we're going to put here. And I'm going to set these guys to attack without moving. And that is Arc, in case you were wondering. That is Stormbrand. This is the thing I was thinking of where we can get more than one of the same thing. Stormbrand is really nice. So these are done, and we are ready to move on. So, we're going to go ahead and head up to Merivale's Caverns. And believe it or not, guys, we are reaching the end of Act 1 just like that. Probably going to have to edit this after I take a nap. And I guess, do I not have clarity active? Oh my goodness, what am I doing? You guys had the right to yell at me. This is Arc. It chains. It hits one enemy and it'll hit the others in the surrounding area. Clarity will regen some of our mana that we're using, so we really don't have to worry about mana nearly as much anymore. Arc is probably, and I'm not the only one with this opinion, one of the better abilities in the game to level with. In some cases, like this class, use all the way through. Because I absolutely love it. Cavis, please. Amarissa, the daughter of Merivale. She's gone. And we'll just keep moving forward. Eventually we're going to find what we're looking for, and we're just going to go basically to the end of this cavern and try and get to the other side. No, we're going to try and stay on the same side. I don't know where I was going with that. We're basically just trying to get through to the other side so that we can move on with the game like any normal Path of Exile. Wow, good drops. Any normal Path of Exile player would actually do in a scenario like this. We leveled up, which means we get one step closer to quick recovery, which means we're one step closer to me making up for my stupid mistakes. I don't think there's anything over here, so yeah, this is awkward. Moving on with our lives, we will move up here. Hey, look, enemies. They're dead. Yeah, Arc is pretty powerful, guys. In case you didn't know, in case you haven't used it before, I highly recommend checking out Arc because it is outstanding and it only gets better throughout the game. The only thing is Arc is kind of inconsistent with its damage output. Just a little inconsistent. It's not awful, but it's not like it's not one number every single time. It ranges from time to time. Not consistent. The Cavern of Anger, we're one step closer to reaching whoever this Merivale person is. We're seeing shadows of her now, which is a little more creepy. Flat out weird. I will show off Orb of Storms, I promise you. We just really don't have a place to show off Orb of Storms right now. Matter of fact, you know what? It'll stick to enemies and it will shock them and enemies around them. And I believe we can have up to 3. Yeah, 3. It sticks to enemies. Gem Cutter Strongbox. I guess it's the first place I can really show this off. 1, 2, 3. Gem Cutter Strongbox gives off gems. I'm just going to let it do its thing. I didn't have to do anything except for one right click. We didn't get anything too amazing. That's fine. Flame Dash, haven't shown it off yet. Bang. Bang. It's a teleport. And a pretty good one at it. You get 3 charges at a time, but it has a cooldown to it, so pick your poison. In this game, fire damage over time is insane. It does so much damage. So if you are looking for a fire class, I can tell you now, if you were thinking about doing a fiery type class, a heat based build, which heat is not a thing in this game, it's just, that's the way I like to call it instead of a fire-based build. It's a damage over time type of element, and it is a very good one at that. I am bleeding, but it's fine. As you can see, I can kill enemies that I haven't even seen around me yet. Over here, another Daughter of Merivale. Try and heal up while my Stormbrand goes crazy. As you can see, crowd control is pretty good with Arc. I love it. I'm probably never going to get over saying how much I love Arc. I'm using a class right now that focuses on Frostblades and not Arc and Clarity combo. You don't know what you have till you lost, that's all I'm going to say. Anyways, we're at the end here. Merivale is right up here. And yep, she's gonna try and kill you. There are 3 Stormbrands on her and just go crazy on her. That's about all we can do. We've already killed, well, I guess I didn't explain that. Those Daughters of Merivale, yes, those are actually her kids. As you can see, Merivale's going down pretty quickly. And so am I, but that's besides the point. Down she goes. But if you thought that was it, oh, you don't know this game very well. Here's the real Merivale. It's a pretty easy fight, honestly, as long as you don't get caught in one spot. Which, unfortunately, this class is a very stationary build. As you can see by my life and mana potions, I'm kind of hurting. But now that she's spawning some more siren spawns, I think that's what they're called still, we should be alright. And this should be the end of Merivale. And then all our kids around her die as well.
'Twas love that did this to you.
Nothing amazing. Ranged attack totem, not crazy good either. Here's the Southern Forest, and this marks the end of Act 1 in Path of Exile with the Arc Elementalist.
Doresso gave me the gem, kissed me, promised that he would be by my side forever. I sang for him. I sang for Oriath with his gem at my throat. Khaleesi's gem, Khaleesi's voice. I sang in her echo, performing arias that had once made the Empire weep. I listened to Khaleesi's lullabies in my dreams. I gave myself to her music, mind and body. Doresso left me for San with a promise to free me from Khaleesi. I begged him not to go, tried to show him the wonder of my transformation, the beautiful daughters he would soon meet. He couldn't see. None of them could see. I fled from their hatred. When Doresso returns, I will cast his cure away. I will teach him what true love is.
So, in other words, Merivale's insane. Crazy. And if you couldn't tell, that was going to be Doresso's end. We'll meet Doresso later on. But I guess that does it for Act 1 of Path of Exile. Next time, we will move on to Act 2 and start in the Southern Forest. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I don't know how many episodes this will be divided up into, so I guess we'll find out after everything gets uploaded. Don't know when I'm going to upload or even record the next episode, considering the fact that school will be starting up soon. I kind of started late in spring break, but it's fine. It's whatever. I appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe for more content in the future. Like if you like the video. Comment. Whatever you want to comment, really. If you want to see another build in the future, maybe with this league, let me know. Because once we reach the end of this Arc Elementalist, I'm down to, if this league is still running, to run another character. That's perfectly fine by me. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video.